Cool. Next game up we have is TCU hosting Arkansas, and they're laying 7.5 points just across the board. And my personal number is a little higher. It's actually 9, and I hit the early opener, a lower limit opener when it was 4. I tried to hit submit, didn't work, but I got it at 6. And I think under a touchdown is a good buying point. I do like TCU a little bit at that point because of my number being at 9, and getting under a 7 obviously is just an edge mathematically there. I also kind of like the fact that, well, this is interesting in general. If you look at both of these teams' games, I was down on Arkansas from before this season. You guys know that got my college football preview. Arkansas under wins is one of our bets. Probably should have actually got an extra bonus win there Saturday when they played Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech was up by 6 late in the fourth quarter, kicking a field goal, 39-yarder, missed it to go up 9 and essentially end the game. Arkansas on the following possession, final possession, converted 3 fourth downs and eventually scored a touchdown and won by 1 point. It's a game they really were actually outplayed in, not surprisingly, but when you're 26-point favorites and then it got bet down to like 21 and a half. So, I mean, the sharp guys roll over Louisiana Tech, but it was a very poor showing, but nothing I guess that I was really too surprised on. I was surprised, however, to see TCU struggle against the FCS team, South Dakota State. And South Dakota State was actually winning. They were actually winning that game in the third quarter. I don't remember the score exactly. I think they gave up like 41 points though total, which is it's it's really bad. I think they ended up scoring 58 themselves. I'll pull it up while I'm talking here, but it was 59-41. So they gave up 41. TCU trailed by 10 in the third quarter at some point. Kenny Hill was fantastic. The offense was great, but the defense just couldn't stop South Dakota State, which is maybe an issue. South Dakota State isn't bad as far as the FCS opponent goes, but this should have been a bigger spread, obviously. And I have a feeling I don't think Arkansas was looking ahead as much as TCU probably was looking ahead to this home battle against an SEC team and overlooking the FCS opponent because their defense just now showed completely, which kind of gives me a little more confidence. And I've seen it from Gary Patterson before when he played regularly in the Mountain West with TCU. I felt like he did that plenty of times. They just would fall flat in certain spots, and generally it was basically the classic look ahead. So hopefully that's all they were doing. I like them under a touchdown. So that's the buy point. If it comes through 7 because people are backing Arkansas, I'll be against that. I like the play at 6.5 or better. As far as the total goes, it's spot on. I think 58.5. My number 60.5. So nothing really to be seen there. And yeah, we'll move on to the next game.